we told you we would give you an update on this debacle we've got going on in South Dakota. We've got new information, and it's a lot bigger deal and going to affect a lot more people than just RVers. So hold on, and we'll break this down for you. Hey y'all, welcome back to our road less traveled, in which it seems like we keep traveling this road, so we're going to do plates today. I'm also going to give you an update on what we found out with South Dakota and what's going on there. Let's cover what happened in South Dakota. As in our previous video, Section 61-1-3, then 26 and 27 are what the Department of Labor is using to invalidate all these addresses. Now, I called and actually spoke to the Department of Labor this morning, and y'all please don't call the Department of Labor in South Dakota and bombard them and be mean to them, because what they're doing is actually based on South Dakota law, and I'll get to that in a minute. But what I found out is it's not just RVers. This is everybody that remote works, or anybody that does not have a lease, rental agreement, or a deed to physical property inside South Dakota that is claiming remote work. It's technically against South Dakota law, evidently. So the reason we personally were not notified is because it all stems from unemployment. Unemployment is not paid by the employee, it's paid by the employer. South Dakota is in the, and they've been in the process since the end of November. Let me back up. They had over 600 entities try and use one of the mail forwarding addresses in November. That caused a spotlight to shine on what's going on with that. So when they did their investigation, they found out that a lot of people were remote working and using an actual address, but it's not to a physical building. It's a mail forwarding address, which is against South Dakota law. So what they're doing is they're going back, and if you are using that as your physical address that you work from, if you incorporated from one of those addresses, your employer or your LLC, whoever the managing partner is going to be notified that your tax status is no longer valid within the state of South Dakota from a state income tax standpoint. Who all does it affect? As you can see, I'm clearly wearing a different shirt because the piece of crap GoPro and GoPro You Suck messed up on us and we lost that video. So who does this affect? Well, according to South Dakota, it's going to affect any and everybody that registered using a virtual presence address, a forwarding mailing address, whether that's through one of the big brands, and this even affects you people that registered your LLCs using the business addresses of those mailing services. Everybody is getting caught in this dragnet. They started doing this they started notifying corporations in November of 22. And they project that they're going to continue notifying everybody until the end of 23. But if you use one of these addresses, your HR department is about to be notified that that company can't pay into the unemployment system of South Dakota, invalidating the address that you're currently using. So this is a heads up to everybody. If you are working and you're earning a paycheck and you used one of these mail forwarding services and they're from what I understand now, there's a bunch of them. It's UPS boxes, PO boxes, yeah, mail forwarding services all across the state. If you use that and you're working full time, you're about to get caught up in this. All right, in the last video, I said that I spoke to Senator Caffey. He's not the senator, he's actually the representative. I've reached out to both the representatives for District 28, it used to be District 29, and I've reached out to the senator. I sent them an email. The Department of Labor would not give me the notice that they sent to employers invalidating these addresses. I requested it verbally. They said that it would have to be cleared through their public relations department in order for me to get a copy of that. So I emailed the representatives and the senator for Box Elder and requested that they assist me in getting that notification that was sent to employers. Now, technically, I guess I'm not authorized or eligible to receive it because I'm not an employer, I'm an employee. But they're going to try and get me a copy of the notice. If they can't get it for me, I'm going to file a Freedom of Information Act request and see if I can get it that way. Either way, we're going to try and make it public so everybody can read it and understand it and all that. Now, with all that said, which is probably a bunch of duplication of what was already said in the video, we're going to get back to the original content of the video. And all right, in closing, I guess what we're thinking about doing a live to go over some of this information. If you guys would be interested in doing a live to where you can ask questions, what happened in South Dakota, leave it in the comments. Like it, subscribe it, please share it so that this gets out. And by the way, thank you for watching the first video. If you haven't, we'll put a link right here to it. But it means the world to us that y'all are helping us get this out. Well done, officially Texans. Which is where we should have been to begin with. All right, so I've taken the sticker off and like a bad girlfriend, see you, South Dakota.